Hello everybody, welcome back to some more PlumPlays. Today we are playing Little Nightmares and the music stopped. It was so happy and jolly and nice, which I do not think this game is going to be. I don't really know anything about it. Challenge, scavenge, survival, apocalypse. What's the atomic drill? Let's do the old tutorial, shall we? Learn all about how to scavenge and survive in the event of a nuclear apocalypse. This tutorial is 100% approved by the establishment. Hello, mate. Biggie beep. All right, let's begin the adventure. Give it a go then, shall we? Hope everyone's doing all right. Staying safe. What there? An atomic adventure awaits. Bloody hell, it's hot in the UK today. Hottest day of the year so far, apparently. But, yeah. Welcome to your atomic scavenge drill. Pay attention. Oh, and you might... I missed what you said. What is that noise? Oh, is it you? That is disgusting. That is so terrible. I'm on it. Not bad, but you'd better be in good shape. There is more where that came from. Well, he doesn't look too great, does he? Looks a bit worse for wear, if I'm completely honest. Fun time is over. It's a matter of life and death. Now find your son. Oh, trap, wham! Timmy, and do something with Timmy. All right, Timothy, Tabitha, Timmy la. Where's old Timmy? I like. Stop playing that bloody thing. But he can't wait to go down in the bunker with me. Wasn't I clear? ASAP. Timmy is still out there waiting for you. Out where? Is he in the garden? Or what? I don't know. Where's Timmy? What the hell? Timmy! Timmy's not... Ah, there he is. I found him. Good thing you know a layout of your house. Bloody don't. I bet you the Reds know it too. Who's the Reds? Playing cards. Stop whamming into stuff. Family comes first. Grab Timmy. He will be the first to visit your cosy shelter. Alright. Oh, so he fits perfectly in my pocket, does he? That's it. Consider taking other family members too. I'll leave the exact priorities to you. Can I take her as well? Or have I got a... Timmy is safe, but you need... Oh, I didn't read what you said. Find like the highlighted can of soup. That looks highlighted. Grab it. Soup. An excellent choice. This can sustain a family for 4 days. Every American atomic shelter also needs a supply of water. Water bottle. Give me some water, man. Give me some water, man. Find a highlighted. Got to get a specific highlighted one, have I? That's handy. What's that little voice in my head? Who looks like a soldier? You can only carry so much, and every item weighs at least 1 slot. You need to drop whatever you're carrying in the hatch before you can pick up more. Okay. So Timmy's 1.5 then. He's in my pocket big time. So drop him in there. Can I pick her up? When near the hatch, just done that, mate. Drop them all the items you have. There's a good chance they will be bloody blah. Bingo! You got yourself a stockpile of food, water, and even Timmy. They all fit in my Jimmy Jammy pocket. Lovely. Find a radio and grab it. That sounds important. That looks like a radio right there. That's a radio, isn't it? Whoa, I blew that right up. Radio, radio. Oh, I'm feeling stressed if I can't even do this in the time I've got now. I'm meant to do it in 60 seconds. That's it. Nothing's more useful than news from the radioactive outside world. Okay. Sometimes you get a few extra seconds before the siren sounds to scout your surroundings, but after it goes off, you need to start packing. Oh, this sounds so stressful. Oh god, the siren's going. Is this real? Is this real life? No room? What do you mean no room? Oh, you need to shut up, man. Get in there. Get in there. Wife! Oh, suitcase. No room. Oh god, no room. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Wifey! Wifey, no swiping. Nothing else, nothing else. This is stress. Important. Soup, water, no room. Wife. Come here. Lovely. Chuck her in. You've got enough supplies. Collect some more if you want. Remember to close your shelter. Can I just jump straight in now? No. Alright, no worries. Checkers. Soup. Water. Nothing. Oh, there's a hamburger outside. Tasty. This isn't even a real game yet. What actually happens when you get down there? That's my question. Oh, a map. Suitcase. Okay, so I'm getting a rough layout of the place. Yeah, that's sound. I'm going to wait here and then go for the real thing. See you downstairs for survival training. At ease, soldier. He didn't say the soldier bit. I just added that in for dramatic effect. Down we go then. Well, so far this seems like a pretty interesting game. Day 1. So is this still a tutorial then, is it? Or is this the real deal? Day 1. You made it to the shelter. Congratulations, but the drill's not over yet. You'll end up here with whatever and whoever you brought with you. Nothing else. You need to make the most of it. The next few days will teach you how to survive down here while the world outside burns. Explore and interact with your surroundings. You can always find out useful things about your shelter and its inhabitants when your survival journey is not opened yet or hidden. First things first, we must ration food and water. If you don't, wine and dine yourself and the folks you've brought with you. You can bet your bottom dollar none of you will ever see the light of day. Again, as long as you have food and water available, ration it out to give a person by selecting the picture of a can or bottle under their portrait, or instantly ration out both by clicking on the character's image. Of course, you might save your supplies for later, but a normal person can only survive for 4 days without water. As for food, the longer you deny your people rations, the weaker they will get and might eventually get sick. Alright, okay. Even if you manage to cure them, it will take you quite a few cans and a lot of time to replenish their strength. Interesting. So, give you... Oh, okay, so I cannot drag it. So that gives everyone one of each then. Since this is your first day down here, you'll need to get used to your surroundings. Believe me, ventilation hum can drive anyone nuts if you don't occupy yourself with something to do. Get some decent rest and we'll carry on tomorrow. Nighty night. So I've kind of, in my head, working out what's going on a little bit. Sort of get it. Alright, journal. Good morning, survivalists. Hope you slept well. Bed's comfy enough. I don't know if this is a real game now or is this like still a tutorial. No? Well, better get used to it since you'll be staying down here for a while. We'll start today's activities with rationing since you need to do it every day, but after that we'll move on to something else. Got your attention? Good. Now listen, there is a risk you'll run out of supplies eventually. Everything can be useful, but food and water are critical to your survival. If they're gone, you'll be gone sooner. Then you can say, corn dog! So sometimes you will need to send people to the surface to bring in more supplies. That sounds a bit dodgy. You do this by preparing an expedition a day before it actually departs. Be careful though, tired survivors can never be a part of an expedition today. Today we will skip preparations and jump directly into sending someone brave outside. This morning has been calm enough for Ted and he's doing well. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling this situation. She looks fine today. Today's been fine for Dolores thus far. Okay. Like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of the situation. He seems cheerful. God, Timothy. Time to ration supplies. I've only got 2 soup. I'll just give you some water each then. Sending people out into the wasteland is no walk in the park. Do it too early or without a gas mask, then you can bet it's a suicide mission for them. Send healthy and well-fed people. Sick, hurt or crazed people are more likely to perish out there. You can send one person at a time. Let's give it a try. This time you will need to send someone out, but if you ever want to skip a trip to the surface, don't select anyone. Who should go outside? Timmy, he's in good spirits as always, and he was a scout. I'm an army man, so I don't know a second thing about imagination, but if you could probably use yours now. Picture the scenario. You come across your kid's hamster, who in some bizarre way found its way to the shelter. The kids are obviously going to love it, and so will you. There's nothing better than food that comes to you on its own. Now it's up to you. Do you cook him? Yes. Go on in. That's quite sad, actually. I don't think I should have cooked him. Oh, why did I cook him? Oh, a can of soup. That looks tasty. Tomato soup, delish. Good choice. Everyone had a bite, and fresh meat will not be easy to come by in the days ahead. Best to take any chance you can to get to eat. Believe me, you will find yourself and your family in more dire circumstances than this, and there won't be a hamster around to save your ass. Ted is fine. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. Right, I think we're ready for the real thing. Let's do it, shall we? I'm going to be Ted, and I'm going to be Fat Man Difficulty. Begin adventure. That tutorial was dragging out. He made over for me, not for doing it, but I don't like instructions. Let's just go straight into it, shall we? Get the rough idea of what's going on, but hey ho. So, we've got 60 seconds. Have a quick butcher's around the house. So the kid's in there. She's still playing the old flute. Bam, bam, bam. Trumpet, pow. Radio, get the radio. We need the radio. That's important. Water. La 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 la. Checkers, past time. Don't even know if it's checkers. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Kids, family, important. Probably, most likely. Who knows? Water. More water. What's that there? That looks cool. Big can of soap. Chuck that in there. Flashlight. I don't know what I call it. Flashlight. It's a torch. Dolores. That's not your name. Wife. Human. Bing. Chuck you in there. Out of my pocket. Lovely. Where's the annoying daughter there who plays a trumpet 24 hours a day? I don't have to write it down there, to be honest. I'm running out of time. Oh, God. I'm running out of time. I haven't got nothing with me. I've got a few bits and bobs. Where are you? Briefcase. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get the daughter. Come here. Where are you? Is she in here? No. Oh, I'm not going to make it. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't get the daughter. Dolores. Oh, Dolores. Oh, no. Oh. I feel like I'm going to cry. I didn't get my kids. I only got half the family. Oh, well. Hey ho, day one. Oh, no. Oh, she's not there. Timmy's like, oh, Dolores is upstairs. I didn't get the gun. Oh, I didn't get anything, man. Oh, I got 2 cans of soap. Oh, I'm scuppered. Almost all of us made it to the shelter. Almost. All we can do now is start thinking of creative ways to serve our canned soap. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves were already stocked. That's handy. We can't really say we recall putting all these supplies here, but we're definitely going to put them to good use. So we've got a book. Boy Scout. We don't have that much food. No one's complaining yet, but even canned soup might become an extravagant dish quite soon. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. I'm going to give you some water today. It's difficult to keep our spirits up in this situation. We do hope this whole mess will be over soon, or else we might end up in a place much worse than this cosy shelter. Oh dear, I can't believe I didn't get my daughter. Ah, goodness me, I didn't get a razor for him. I don't even know if it's a thing. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that permission and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Ted is fine. Dolores is quite calm. Oh, she's Dolores. And given the situation, Timmy is on his best behaviour. How long will it last? Day 3, I reckon. You can do a day without stuff. Our neighbourhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. Ted is happy to risk his life in the wastes. We could send Dolores for an expedition. Timmy can do it. Timmy can go to the wasteland. Yeah, let's prepare. Let's do it. What in the hell are those sounds? Are they coming from the goddamn walls? They're driving us crazy. Is something crawling in the air vents? Relax. Take a deep breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try something relaxing for a bit. Oh, is even that? Jeez, checkers. Play some checkers. I'm shit at checkers. Timmy can go, can't he? Go on, mate. You'll be brave. Seem like a good little Boy Scout. Oh, we got a little bit of alone time, Dolores. Woohoo! Bet you're glad I didn't bring old matey now. Old Moany McMoan trumpet. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Where is water when Ted needs it? Dolores will not last long without water. Go on, I'll give you some water when Timmy's out of town. That radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. Oh, to set the mood, I see. We all agree on that, and if it's refusing to cooperate, We need to meddle with it until it works. Yes. Don't know what I'm saying yes to, but do it. Absolutely go for it. Day 5. Timmy's not back. Oh, the radio's packed up as well. Who graffitied on the wall? Oh, goodness. Well, that didn't go so well. Oh, I shouldn't have tampered with it. And we broke the damn thing. Technology changes so fast these days, it's hard to keep up. Who needs a radio anyway? Ted is no longer thirsty. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Oh, why did I say yes? You'll be alright. The last thing we expected to hear while sitting in a fallout shelter was a trumpet. It was played by someone who was clearly not a trumpet player and who had probably never heard a trumpet player in his entire life. That's our kid! She's still playing! We can still hear her! He came with a friend who knocked on the door and we demanded that we let the merriment enter. So they could take from the rich and give to the poor. Should we let them in? No, I don't think we should. It could be our daughter though. I feel like I should have done that. Oh, decision making is so hard. Oh, Timmy's still not back. How long does he go for? I miss him. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked. I didn't even get a padlock until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Ted says there's no need to worry about him and he's okay. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in good mood today. We hope it will stay this way. That's because Ted done her all night long, didn't he? Didn't you little minx? As we were running around looking for something to smash, that furry rodent with it just disappeared. So did one of our kind of foods. The question is, how did that... Oh, the music finished! Oh, embarrassing. How did that devil fit in here? Through one of those little holes. One food's gone. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Dolores is no longer thirsty. We are out of food, man. Oh, that's proper fucked us up. There isn't a lot of space down here and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks get loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's a smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of this stench? Yes. Oh, someone's going to get ill though, aren't they? Someone's going to get radiation poisoning. Day 9. Still no Timmy. He's gone for a while. We looked in the hole, fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. That's good. One more can of soup. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Ted is fine. You can wait till tomorrow, Dolores, when Timmy will hopefully be home. Timmy! Oh, you look rough, mate. Oh, you look rough. Oh, you got the old... What's that fly up to? Is that radioactive? Oh, he looks a bit battered. If there is one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. But the radio's busted. Because Ted thought he knew what he was doing. Jack of all trades, master of none. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We weren't about to give up and come back empty-handed to the shelter. When we ran into a church, it looked peaceful enough, save for an unexploded atomic bomb stuck in the church tower. A sizable group of people were busy praying to the bomb. What the fuck? Chanting something about the holy fission. That sounded really crazy, but those people seemed friendly enough. Those nice people gave us some canned soup. I say they don't like the taste of it. Now we're certain they're the nut jobs. Cultists decided they won't be needing any holy water. We did a bit of miracle work and turned empty wine bottles into quite full bottle of water. Oh, we're doing all right. Dolores would really love to eat something. Have my dick. Water is all Dolores wants. Ted is really thirsty. Ted is hungry. Timmy is very hungry. Timmy is really tired. And Timmy isn't feeling very well. You can all have a can of soup. You can all have a can of water. We didn't get a first aid kit either. Our neighbourhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. No, let's skip it for the meantime. Ring, ring. There we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again, when suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's a phone booth across the street. Should we go answer it? Yeah, go on, Ted, actually. Go on, mate. Takes me a whole day to answer the phone, apparently. Everyone's coughing. Oh, I wonder what happened on the phone. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on the other side. Well, no shit. We hope they will get back to us. Timmy is very hungry. Timmy is looking very pale. That's not good at all, is it? Timmy keeps falling asleep in his chair. He needs a few days to rest. I think they're losing their marbles. Bless you. Day 12. Timmy's not looking much better. Whatever happened to our previous soup, we'll let it go. One can isn't worth the drama and arguments that would ensure, and we really don't have enough evidence to figure out who did it. Maybe we just made a mistake when counting. Yeah, I reckon you did. You're all tired. We'll never know for sure, but if someone did steal it, they'll be taking their secret to the grave. Timmy is very hungry. Timmy is looking very pale. He still hasn't changed. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Ted's fine. Ted, you can have no water, but you can have a can of soup today. I'm giving him all the food. He's probably going to die, isn't he, anyway? The contamination of a town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result, shut it, in radiation sickness. Do I send Ted? I'll send Ted. Go on. The problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here, and it doesn't seem like it will get any better. Over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? Gas mask. Who's going to be wearing the old gas mask then? Oh, everyone's coughing bad. Day 13. Oh, Timmy, yes, mate. You're alright. You want us to read that book? Don't let your expectations get lost in the wild. Take a map with you. Okay, good tip. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. If we can survive just a little bit longer, 30 years shouldn't be much of a problem, just to be sure. Dibs on the gas mask. Dolores has not eaten for a while. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Timmy should eat something. Timmy has rested. Timmy was cured. Where is water when Ted needs it? Give you all a bottle of water. You could live a few days without food. We need to make a choice for today's expedition. Which one of us is best fit to face the wasteland and survive? Teddy boy, it's your time to shine. Good luck, mate. 1 minute it was all fine, and the next we were at each other's throats. Oh dear, how did this happen? This is insane. We need to get a grip of ourselves if we're going to survive this. Let's just sleep on it. Oh, fuck. Mother and son time didn't go down too well. Day 15. Oh, are they still alive? Okay, they're fine. What do they attack themselves with anyway? A can of soup. We're done fighting, but for how long? Dolores would really love to eat something. Timmy should eat something. Do I give him anything? How many days have I not eaten for? Tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the day. If Ted's not back tomorrow, I'll still give you something. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune in to some emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. But bloody Ted busted it, didn't he? Plonker. Day 16. How you both doing? You both look absolutely fine. You've been underground for 15 days. She's stared over there the whole time. He's been staring at the old scout book like, maybe someone behind the cameras painted them both. Who knows? They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Bloody heck. Okay, have all of it then, you slags. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this. Right, we've had this one, didn't we? However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. The radio's fucked. Oh, man. I'm really enjoying this, though. It's very different. This is not what I expected it to be in the slightest. Oh, everyone's doing some paintings. That's nice. Day 17. So much reading. If there is one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. Oh, the radio's fucked. They keep saying about the radio. That reminded us that the little white weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honours of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? But how are they going to get in the safe? Do I send Ben Timmy Buell by himself? I'm going to leave it. You'll both die. Oh, I could have sent her. Oh, he's back. He looks rough. What's he picked up? What's that? Interesting. We decided against that risky endeavour. Even if the safe is intact, the contents are probably as boring and just as much of a waste of space as Neb was. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. We're happy to find the fire station in our town is at least semi-operational. Even after the apocalypse, it's not really shocking. Firefighters are the greatest of heroes, right after Marines and ice cream men. The ones with happy tunes in their vans. Although none of their faces look familiar. We're sure they're the real deal. They had the uniforms, helmets and everything. They even customised their headwear by drawing a lot of menacing skulls on them. How creative. Near the garage we found a few firefighters shooing off some giant mutated cockroaches with a fire hose. We joined in on the fun and managed to fill some bottles of water in the process. Although initially friendly, the firefighters became a bit anxious after a while. They handed us a can of bug spray and asked us not to tell anyone about what we saw here. We're not sure why. Maybe they're too humble and don't want people to come and shower them with gifts. Oh, Dolores would really like to eat something. Ted is hungry. Ted is really tired. Timmy is on his best behaviour. How long will he last? You all have a bottle of water. We'll save the can of soup for tomorrow. The state of the wasteland remains unknown to us. Maybe we should risk it and go out. After all, you only live once. It's not in the best. This is pretty good shape. There's no way we can send Ted out. No, we'll leave it. It's fine. Our sorry excuse for a dinner was interrupted by a raspy voice coming from outside, saying, "Wanna buy a rock?" We calmed down when we realised the voice belonged to the old man Jim, who used to live in our town. Well, at least we think he did. We just never quite figured out where he stayed. We should probably answer his question. It's impolite to keep people waiting like that. Go on in. I'll buy a rock off him. Oh dear. This is a funny game. Oh, he looks proper rough now. Oh. Old man Jim was always lovely and friendly to everyone, so of course we opened the door and fulfilled his request. He winked at us and told us the first rock is for free, which we were happy to hear. A nice rock is a good thing to have, but we don't think we'll be able to trade any of our supplies for it, even if it brings luck, he claimed. Ted is still tired. A few days of rest is what he needs. Ted looks very weak, and if he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Oh, go on and spread the soup. Have some water as well. We could send Dolores. I'll see. We can barely breathe in this damn shelter. For the last couple of hours, the situation has been getting noticeably worse. There might be something wrong with the ventilation system. Maybe it's stuck. If that's the case, we should need to look into fixing it right away. Have a look. But the last thing we fixed broke. Bloody 20 days. I can't believe I got to 20 days my first run. I think that's good, isn't it? 20 days, that's like almost a month. The obvious thing to do when a vent is blocked is to check what's blocking it. However, when you shine your flashlight on a hive of mutated insects, things usually go from bad to worse. The angry hive is gone, but the insects still did some biting before they fled. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover his strength. There isn't enough food to go around. Even Ted has nothing to eat. Oh, dear. Dolores has been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. Oh, God. Oh, we haven't got any food. Oh, what's left? Oh, I can give you some water. Will that fill you up? We need to make a choice for today's expedition. Which one of us is best fit? It'll be Timmy, surely. He's always up for it. Go on, Timmy, my old mate. Day 21. 21. Man, she hasn't changed much. She still looks good as new. But Ted, on the other hand, bless his cottons, Christ. Wonder what he saw out there. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. There isn't enough food to go around. Even Ted has had nothing to eat. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Ted is pretty fatigued. Oh, this is bad. They're all starving. Oh, I can't give you anything. What do these do anyway? Open in the name of freedom, come shout. Whoa. Oh, this just... Oh, okay. Open in the name of freedom came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people probably armed. Anyone who introduced themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. No, you shouldn't open it. Silly sausages. Day 22. No Timmy. These guys are probably starving. We stayed silent until the group on the other side of the door went away. I didn't show up afterwards, so we figured... Shh, stop that, my mic. So we figured it was a wise thing to do. Let's just hope they don't come back in greater numbers. There isn't enough food to go around. Ah, we're screwed, man. I'll give you half a bottle of water. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a news or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time we were. Never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign of them from them. Unbelievable. If there is one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular... Oh, we haven't got a bloody radio, though. Everyone's still starving. I can't feed you today, I'm afraid. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. We haven't got any soup left. Oh, no. Could have been like a hamster in there. A cat. Oh, a trumpet. He might have fixed a radio for us. Bloody heck. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Oh, Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Dolores has been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. I haven't fed him in a long time. Hopefully Timmy comes back with some stuff. We were paid a visit today by a young man worried about his twin sister, who went missing in a bandit camp not long ago. While acting as a spy and trying to get her hands on the plans of the new bandit fortress, he seems to trust us fully and is very friendly, but obviously concerned. He asks that we come to his aid in his hour of need, and really good things might happen to us if we manage to succeed. Go on then, Dolores. Go on him. But is Ted going to be alright by himself? He hasn't eaten. Day 25. Oh, you haven't gone. Did you go? Has she already gone? The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. That's good. We found the girl, threw her a weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. Crazy. Small world we live in. What? Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us again soon. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Where is water when Ted needs it? There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Oh, fuck. You can both have some water. Our situation is getting worse every day. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eyes. We know a teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bomb fell. We also know what kind of supplies are in the school shelter. As part of the community, we helped stock it for emergency. So technically, they're ours, right? Should we reclaim them in our hours of need? Yes. Go for it. Achievement unlocked, the dark side. Nice. Bandit Ted. Bandit Ted. Like that. We went, got what we needed, and came back. We're sure that group will do just fine. Most probably. Yeah, absolutely. Got a harmonica, that's cool. Oh, Ted's rough, though. Doesn't eat tonight. If Dolores doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Oh, oh, no. Hopefully Timmy's back tomorrow, then. Rubber duck. The last time we went out on an expedition, we noticed an abandoned tank just sitting there out in the open. It looked damaged, but it may contain useful supplies. Shall we send someone to investigate? Oh, Dolores, you're rough, though. Oh, I'll send Dolores. Go for it. There could be some weapons. Maybe some food. Yeah, you all look sweet. You don't look that bad. The tank might have been badly damaged on the outside, but we found a working radio inside and made contact with the military. They are willing to lend us a hand, but we need to have an operational radio ready for their transmission in our shelter. Ah, that's good. Ted looks weak. Oh, come on, you've got to last another day. Have some water. Something's missing. Let's see. Fan, hum, check. Strange noises in our pipes, check. Hellish yells outside, check. Oh, Dolores hasn't spoken for a while now. That's it. And it's really strange. Talking to her will be a good idea. Yes. Talk to her, man. You've got all this alone time. Timmy's gone. Could have been having a great time. Whoa! Oh, God. Everyone looks so weird. Timmy, you look sick, mate. Oh, I like them slippers, man. It looks down with the kids. Talking to Dolores helped resolve some of her issues and doubts. She feels better now. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We set off on an expedition to the nearby zoo we used to visit on weekends. We're happy to report that it was a productive supply run as well as an educational trip. We saw whales, chimpanzees, and porco pony. A small army of cat roaches and other majestic creatures that have emerged among the post-nuclear trauma. Between the East Asian and Australian sections, we found cute pandaroos. Some had items stashed in their pouches, and they didn't seem to mind us borrowing a few things. The marine life section had collapsed, turning into a radioactive pond in the middle of the zoo, filled with creatures like piranhas and sea ponies. In a half-destroyed aquarium control room, we found an undamaged cupboard with some supplies. Got some water. A friendly-looking crabotopus lazily observed the sea life section from a distance. In its den, we found the body of a zoo worker with some of his possessions laying around. Ah, we got a gun. We made our way to the African section and admire an atomic okapi. We're not sure if it's mutated or not. It already looked weird as hell before. We scared off a group of them and found something stashed at the back of their enclosure. This last expedition got us thinking, maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We better keep an eye out for those on future expeditions. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. He's been saying it for days, man. He's cool. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. It's going to take a while for Timmy's wounds to heal on their own. Oh, we haven't got any food though, have we? Give Timmy, have some water each. Situation on the surface. No, stay in for the day. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen. That sounds pretty snazzy, but we refused. Now he just wants supplies, and he says he'll reveal some state secrets to us in return. Mental. Day 29. Come on, 30 days. 30 days. Getting there, aren't we? As a rule, we don't trust door-to-door salesmen, especially ones who attempt treason. We told him to go back to whatever planet he dropped to Earth from. He got angry and stormed off, mumbling Something about how our souls are going to be devoured by alien Lord Zonzor. Poor guy. He seemed very confused. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Oh, God. Oh, we've got no supplies, no food. I'll give you some water. No one's probably fit enough to go out. What's that sound? Oh no, something or someone is below us. It's only reasonable to go and check it out. How about using that manhole in the corner? We've got a gun though. Why are you using a flashlight? Oh my god. The end. Oh, great. Oh, great. Ah, brilliant. What the hell? We barely made it out alive, but Timmy's fine. It was a giant mutated crocodile or an alligator or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Is anyone hurt? Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. Timmy still hasn't rested. There are so many days a man could survive without food. Ted was strong, but it was too much for him. He starved for death. Dolores bravely faced hunger. However, eating is a habit that is hard to shake off. She couldn't take it anymore. Surviving the apocalypse is no easy task. We can tell you that much. I think we've done pretty well. Timmy looks alright though. Yeah. You perished. Oh dear. I well enjoyed that. That was cool. That was very different to anything I've played in the past. Even if I did die and didn't complete it. I honestly thought I was going to make it through that. Yeah. Oh well. If you enjoyed that video though, please let me know down below. Give it the old thumbs up and all that malarkey. Oh yes, me and my partner have recently bought a property and we are moving into it next week, which is very exciting. But that just means videos will be delayed and may not be up as much as they have been, which is the reason why videos have been quite, what's the words? Like few and far between in the last week or so because I'm packing manically and working back at work now and stuff. But yeah, it's all fine. It's all good. It's one of the things. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Good game. Might play it again in the near future. See if I can beat it. Hello, mate. Oh, trophy. But yeah, as always, I will see you in the next video and stay safe. Cheers.